Hi guys, welcome to Saute at Sight.
Like and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for latest updates and recipes.
So to prepare my potato egg chops, I'm going to first grind the chutney. The chutney will be very coarse and it wouldn't be watery because that would not be the right consistency for the potato chops. So I'll show you all how to make the coarse chutney paste. So here I've taken a small bunch of coriander leaves, one garlic clove, less than a half a inch ginger piece, two green chilies, half a onion sliced, and half lemon. You can also use tamarind instead of lemon. The choice is yours. And I have taken here 1 teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of cumin, and 1 cup of grated coconut. Now I'll be using a small jar of mixer because if I use a small jar, the paste will get ground coarsely and I don't need to add much of water, and that's why I suggest to use a smaller mixer jar. Now I'll be adding the ingredients in the mixer jar. I'll be adding my onion. You can coarsely cut the onion and all the other ingredients. You don't need to finely chop them because eventually it will be ground. The cumin seeds. Then I'll be adding my coriander. Some salt as per taste. The sugar. Half a lemon I'll squeeze into this. People usually add tamarind. I like the taste of lemon for my chutney. Now I'll add very little water, not much, just very little water to coarsely grind this. Do not add the coconut now. After we grind this into a paste, then we'll be adding coconut towards the end. Let's proceed to grind this. So guys, this is what it looks like. Now I'll be adding the coconut. Now I proceed to grind this just for a few rounds because I want the consistency to be thick and coarse. So let's check it out, guys. So this is what I want my consistency to be, nice and thick, which is really apt for the potato chops. You can check the salt and the other ingredients, and if you want you can add it before grind the coconut. So let's move on to the next step. I've taken about 3 potatoes and I've given it 3 whistles and boiled the potatoes and mashed it. Now I'll proceed to season it. So I'll just take salt and pepper and season the mashed potato. For best results, it's better to refrigerate the potatoes and the chutney so it's nice and firm and the consistency is good enough. Once the mashed potatoes and the chutney is refrigerated, it gives you a better result because it's firm and it will help you mold the egg chops properly. Now I'll proceed to combine the seasonings together. Please taste the potato mash before you mold the egg chops so that you can alter the salt and pepper according to your taste. Once the seasonings are combined, I'll add in some corn flour. This is optional, but it will give you a better result for your potato chops while molding it. I've added about 1 teaspoon of corn flour and now I'll proceed to combine it again. Don't add too much corn flour, it will taste powdery and you wouldn't like the outcome of it. Just 1 teaspoon is good enough to go. I've taken 3 eggs and I've sliced it into halves, and I'll be using 1 half for each potato chop. And as I told you before, I have refrigerated the chutney and this is what its consistency looks like, nice and dry. Because if it's liquid, you won't be able to form the chops properly. Now I'll begin molding the potato chops. I'll first grease my hand with some oil. It's very important. So each time you mold the chop, you have to re-grease your hands with some oil, otherwise the potatoes will stick to your hand. You wouldn't want that, right? I'll scoop off a portion of the potato, just like this, and flatten it out. Mold it from the sides and try to flatten it out. Just like this, giving it a shape from the sides as well. Now I'll take some chutney and spread it out just like this. I'll add in half of my boiled egg on this, place it on top, and add a little more of chutney on top, just layering it just like this. Now I'll take another portion of potato in my other hand and try to flatten it out. This is just like multitasking. Just try to flatten it out a bit so that it covers the top, and place it on top of this. So my next step is, you can see the space in between. I will try to join them both and mold it into a chop. So it's easier also, and it won't be messy, and you'll get the hang of making a chop. Just like this. Yes. I'll try to close the sides. So if you find the potato is not enough, you can take a little bit of potato and patch up the work. Whichever you see is open from whichever side, you can patch it up with some mashed potato. Now I'll try to mold it well, giving it a shape. Just like this. Ensure to smoothen it out, so while frying it doesn't open up. Be very gentle. And there you go, guys. This is how you make the egg potato chop. I'll repeat the process once again. Remember, re-grease your hand with some oil completely. I'll scoop out some potato portion. Flatten it. Shape it from the sides. Just like this. Now I proceed to add in the chutney. Place my egg over on top of it. Add in another chutney layer on top, covering the egg. Scoop out another portion of potato and multitask with your other hand. That's how I do it. You can find your variations on how to, manage both the toppings. Flatten it out. And place it on top of the egg. Just like this. Now we'll try to conceal it from between. Join them together. Just like this. As you can see, I'm joining them. And I'll try to smoothen the surfaces. Be very gentle. So it's very important to freeze and have that firmness of your potato and the chutney. You want it to be dry. You don't want it to be having any kind of liquid. Otherwise it will be very difficult for you to form the potato chops. If you feel ever there is some, a gap or something in between, you can always add an extra potato mash and cover it up. So guys, this is how the potato chop looks like. So I'll do the same with the rest of the egg halves. So guys, it's done and this is how it looks like. Now I'll proceed to freeze it for about 2 hours so that it nicely firms up, and then I will coat it in egg wash and rava or semolina as you call it, and then I will fry them. Now we'll coat the potato chops. It's already formed nice and firm. I've taken 1 egg and beaten it with some salt, and this is some semolina, and now let's coat it. I'll take this potato chop and with the help of a spoon I'll dip it in the wash. After dipping it, I'll roll it in the semolina gently. Let's coat it with the semolina just like this. Be very gentle. So guys, this is how I've coated it, and I will repeat the same step with the other. This is the second chop. So I've now coated my chops with the egg and rava, and now I proceed to deep fry them. You can shallow fry them, but for best results you can deep fry the potato chops. You can also store this in the deep freeze and fry them later. It's a good snack idea for kids and they will absolutely love this. So guys, I've taken some oil in the pan and I've heated it. Keep it on a medium low flame. You don't want your chops to burn, and if you keep it on high flame it will burn and it won't cook from the inside. So it's better to keep on medium low flame and cook this. And gently drop it in the oil. I've gently turned them and you need to fry them until it's golden brown. So now I'll proceed to remove it and fry the rest. So guys, let's check it out how it looks like. Nice, yummy and delicious. So I hope you'll enjoy watching the video guys. Please do like and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter and show us your love. We'll see you next time guys.